You wake up at 7:03 a.m. At first, nothing seems unusual. Your alarm goes off. Sunlight shines through the window. Your phone sits on the nightstand, just another normal morning. Then you notice something strange. No notifications, no messages, no emails, no news alerts, nothing. That's odd. You grab your phone and open social media, no new posts, no new videos, no new comments. Every platform looks frozen in time. The newest post is from yesterday. You refresh. Nothing changes. You refresh again. Still nothing. A strange feeling settles in your stomach. Then you hear it. Silence. Not normal silence. Complete silence. No cars, no barking dogs, no neighbors, no distant traffic. The world outside your window is perfectly still. You step outside. The street is empty. Not quiet. Empty. No people walking, no vehicles moving, no sounds at all. You call your best friend, no answer. You call your parents, no answer. You call everyone you know, nothing. At first you assume there's some kind of outage. Maybe the networks are down. Maybe everyone is staying indoors. Maybe it's some bizarre coincidence. But deep down, you already know something is wrong. Very wrong. You get in a car and start driving. The roads are abandoned. Traffic lights continue changing. Green, yellow, red. But there is nobody waiting, nobody driving, nobody watching. Hours pass. You visit shopping centers, hospitals, schools, police stations, airports. Everywhere you go, you find the same thing. Signs of people, but no people. Lunches still sitting on tables, coffee cups still warm, television still running, doors left open. It looks as if humanity vanished in the middle of an ordinary day. And somehow, you were left behind. By nightfall, the truth becomes impossible to ignore. You are the last human alive. The next few days are terrifying. You barely sleep. Every shadow makes you jump. Every creak of a building sounds like footsteps. Your brain refuses to accept reality. Surely someone else survived. There has to be somebody. Anybody. So you search. You drive hundreds of kilometers. You visit nearby cities. You broadcast messages on radio frequencies. You leave signs. You shout into empty streets. No answer. Days become weeks. And eventually something unexpected happens. You stop being afraid. In fact, you begin enjoying it. Think about it. Every mansion is yours. Every sports car is yours. Every movie theater is yours. Every luxury hotel is yours. You can sleep in a different penthouse every night. You can eat in the fanciest restaurants. You can walk through places that were once packed with thousands of people. And for a while, it feels incredible. Like you've become king of the world. Then reality strikes again. Because being king means nothing when there is nobody left to rule. 1 month passes. The first cracks begin appearing. Gas stations stop working. Power flickers in some areas. Internet connections become unreliable. The modern world was never designed to operate by itself. Behind every machine was a person. Behind every system was a team. Behind every convenience was millions of workers. Now those workers are gone. One by one, the systems begin failing. Entire cities lose power. Elevators stop. Cell towers shut down. Streetlights go dark. The world starts getting darker and lonelier. 3 months pass. You hear a voice, a human voice. For a split second, your heart nearly explodes. Someone survived. You sprint toward the sound, through empty streets, past abandoned cars, into an office building. The voice grows louder. You reach the room and stop. The room is empty. The voice is coming from a radio. An old emergency broadcast repeating the same message over and over. There is no survivor, only a recording. For the first time since everyone vanished. You cry. Not because you're scared, but because hope is disappearing. 1 year passes. Nature begins taking the world back. Grass grows through highways. Trees push through cracked sidewalks. Animals wander into cities. Deer walk through shopping malls. Birds nest inside office buildings. Without people constantly controlling the environment, the earth begins healing itself. Entire neighborhoods become forests. The transformation is beautiful and heartbreaking because it proves something. The world does not need humanity to continue. 5 years pass. Many buildings have begun collapsing. Roads are breaking apart. Most technology is gone. The internet is dead. The power grid is dead. Satellites are failing. The world that once connected billions of people has become silent. You spend most of your time surviving, growing food, collecting supplies, repairing equipment, learning skills nobody ever expected you to need. You have become a farmer, A mechanic, a doctor, an engineer, a teacher, and a student, all at the same time. Because there is nobody else. 10 years pass. One afternoon, you enter an old elementary school. Dust covers everything. Tiny chairs remain neatly arranged. Children's drawings still hang on the walls. Math assignments sit unfinished on desks. Backpacks remain exactly where they were left. And suddenly, the reality hits harder than ever before. Humanity isn't missing. Humanity is gone. Every dream, every plan, every friendship, every argument, every family ended in a single moment. You stand alone in a building that was once filled with laughter. And for the first time, you feel truly alone. 20 years pass. The earth is almost unrecognizable. Forests stretch across former cities. Wildlife dominates places humans once ruled. Nature has reclaimed much of the planet, and yet traces of humanity remain. Libraries, museums, monuments, books, stories, memories. You spend years exploring them, learning from people who no longer exist, listening to voices recorded decades earlier, reading messages written by strangers long gone. In a strange way, the dead become your only companions. 30 years pass. You begin asking a question. What actually made humanity special? Was it technology, money, governments, skyscrapers, the internet? At first, those answers seem obvious, but the longer you live alone, the more you realize they're wrong, because all those things disappeared. Yet something even more important disappeared with them. Connection. Every achievement in human history came from people working together. Every invention, every discovery, every civilization. Nobody built those things alone. Humanity's greatest superpower was never intelligence. It was cooperation, the ability for complete strangers to trust one another, to share ideas, to solve problems together, to build something larger than themselves. And now, standing in a world filled with everything humanity created, you finally understand what mattered most. It was never the buildings, never the money, never the machines. It was the people. Because civilization is not made of concrete. It is not made of steel. It is not made of technology. Civilization is made of relationships. And without those relationships, even the greatest city on earth becomes nothing more than an empty shell. As the years continue passing, one final lesson becomes impossible to ignore. The most terrifying thing about being the last human alive is not the silence. It is not the survival. It is not even the loneliness. It is realizing that everything we call civilization only exists because billions of people choose to work together every single day. And when those people disappear, the world remains, but its meaning disappears with them. Because in the end, the most valuable thing humanity ever had was never money, never power, never technology. It was each other.